our gold! He's dead! The master's dead!
Well then, Frumple, that was quite the case, wasn't it?
Oh, indeed so. Already made the evening edition, don't you know? I picked up a copy when I went to buy the boat ticket. We'll be quite the heroes, I think.
Hopefully they don't dwell too much on the part where one of the Weasel gang cracked you over the head with a pool cue and nearly made off with all the gold, eh?
Huh, wretched blighter caught me from behind. Just not cricket, is it?
Still, all worked out in the end, my friend. And just in time too, as we have this party with Admiral Gilfrey to attend.
Look, who is this chap anyway, Winklebottom?
Gilfrey's an old school friend of mine, top of his class, went on to become an admiral, then latterly undertook a number of privately funded expeditions to all four corners of the globe.
Bit of a swot then, eh? We had no time for his sort at my school.
Evidently so, my friend. Right, let's get this boat ticket and be on our way. Where is the ticket anyway, Frumple?
Oh, I slipped it in the newspaper for safekeeping.
Winklebottom cracks the case. A touch sensational, but they appear to have got most of the salient facts correct.
Never mind all that. What did it say about me?
Well, let me see. Yes, here it is. Lord Winklebottom was assisted, as ever, by his associate, Mr. Frumple.
Mister? Dash it all. I didn't spend 8 years in medical school just to be called Mister. Bunch of bloody hacks.
Well, never mind that now, old boy. We have to get going if we're to catch this boat before nightfall.
No, I'm quite vexed now. I shan't leave until I've had a fresh cup of tea to calm me down. This one's practically tepid.
Oh, very well. I'll make you a fresh cup. The pot should be ready now. Here's the ticket. I'll keep hold of this for now. Now to pour some out for the good doctor. And in with the tea. One of Frumple's many teacups. I'll take this, good for the old bones, you know. One of Frumple's many teacups. I've put the milk in the cup. Here you are then, a nice fresh cup of tea.
Ah, that's much better. I say, this tastes a bit off. Did you put the tea in first or something?
Was that wrong?
Wrong? Wrong? What sort of animal do you think I am?
A most fine one, my friend. Come along, we need to be off. The ticket says we are to meet a Mr. Walters at the docks, and he'll sail us out to Gilfrey's Island.
Oh, very well. I suppose this'll have to do. Tea first, I ask you.
Just smell that salty sea air. Takes me back to my childhood holidays on the coast with Gilfrey. Even then you could tell the old boy was destined for a life on the waves.
Don't much care for it myself. Went on a ghastly school trip to Blackpool as a lad. Tried to go on a donkey ride. Donkey was furious. He told me I was too heavy. Wretched fellow.
Well, never mind that now, old boy. We need to find the docks and this salty Walters chap who's going to take us over to Gilfrey's Island.
Let me in, you bleeding crooked canine. Oh, hello, sir. Sorry. In a bit of a jam here.
A good day to you, sir.
It bleeding well isn't a good day. That reprobate Walters has locked me out of my own pub. I do apologise, sir. I shouldn't take it out on you, like. But he's going to drive me out of business if I don't get back in there to stop him.
Indeed so. Quite the predicament. So this is your establishment, I take it?
Indeed so, sir. Used to be my father's, but I took it over as the oldest of the litter. We do a good trade serving the sailors and dock workers, even if you have to put up with less savoury characters from time to time. I say, Winklebottom, I do hope he's not talking about the chap who's meant to sail us out of the island.
Can we help you get the door open? I'm rather afraid I have business with this Walters fellow.
He's bleeding well gone and locked the door from the inside, and my spare key is in my bedroom on the top floor. How am I meant to get up there? Sounds rather like your forte, what?
I do have a certain talent for retrieving things from high places, yes.
Oh, if you wouldn't mind, sir. It's a window on the right up there. Not the left one, that leads to the hallway, and we had it sealed up as it lets a proper terrible draft in right through the pub. We'd catch our death if you opened that one.
I can see them, but they're rather frustratingly out of reach. A number of wooden barrels. They all seem to be sealed up and in use. You know, Frumple, we might be able to make use of this saw.
Blimey, not the friendliest chap, is he?
I say, old chap, a moment of your time. Greetings, my good man.
Good day to you. What can I do for you?
I have a ticket for conveyance of myself and my colleague here with a Mr. Walters. I wonder if you know the gentleman.
That layabout. Oh, I know him all right, but you'll not be going anywhere with him till he pays his docking fees. Nobody leaves this dock without my say-so. No docking fees, no permit to leave.
I say, Winklebottom, this Walters fellow sounds like a flaky sort of character, what?
Well, can we discuss this permit? How might we obtain a permit to allow us to leave the dock?
Well, you could get Walters to pay his docking fees, but that's not likely to happen. Tell you what, I'm a bit short-staffed today. So you help me with repairing this ship, I'll give you a permit.
Manual labour? Don't much like the sound of that. I have a surgeon's hands, don't you know?
Well, what can we do to help?
I can do the actual work, but I've run out of wood. I need some planks or something.
Very well, we shall obtain some wood for you.
Also, this barrel of tar here solidify. I don't need much, but I need a way to melt some of it.
Some way to melt the tar, I see.
Shouldn't be a problem for a genius like you, eh, what?
Right then, Frumple, let's see what we can do about getting hold of this permit. A number of wooden barrels. They all seem to be sealed up and in use. One of the old English kings lost his head in the Great Frog War, if I remember my history.
Careless, if you ask me.
Ah, pearls for a swine. Lord Winklebottom committing common larceny? Most certainly not. These must be the keys that put-out porcine fellow is after.
Let me in, you bleeding crooked canine. Oh, hello, sir. Sorry. In a bit of a jam here.
Well, goodbye then.
I say, don't you think we should help the fellow, Winklebottom?
My steadfast companion and colleague, Dr. Reginald Frumple. A touch narcissistic, I feel. number of wooden barrels. They all seem to be sealed up and in use. Excuse me, sir, would you mind... I say, there's really no need for that.
Fearsome looking blighter. I'm giving well away.
A boat hook. This should come in handy. Ah yes, this seems to be just the ticket. Perhaps I should keep this hook for collecting out-of-reach leaves. Right then, this should do the trick.
Thank you kindly, sir. Right then, let's see what that bleeder has been up to in my pub. Wouldn't fancy being in that fellow's shoes, eh? Picking up litter, eh? Very public-spirited.
I'm not quite sure what I want this for, but want it I do.
You'll bleeding well pay for this, Walters. Look what you've done. This bleeding barrel is bleeding well empty now. Get out, yeah? Keep your snout out of me business. I be leaving on my own time. I won't be taking no orders from a landlubber like you.
I say, Frumple, this is the chap who's going to sail us to the island?
Fellow looks like he's barely able to stand, let alone sail a ship. Shifty looking sort, if you ask me.
What made you say that? He seems like a perfectly fine gentleman to me.
Can't rightly say. Something about primates. It's the eyes, I think. Something in them that's almost not animal. I say, Winklebottom, that fellow looks like a bit of a bore, eh, what?
Yes, very good, Frumple.
Aye, what is it?
Greetings, my good man.
Well, spit it out. What be you wanting, stranger?
You are Salty Walters, I take it?
That I am, and don't you be forgetting it neither.
Then you are to take us to the Isle of Barghest.
No, I be staying here with me drinks. I'll not be sailing today, not for you or anyone else. I say, you rotter. We have tickets, you know. Pay for in advance. Nah. Now look here, you bounder. We have tickets, and you'll jolly well sail us out to that island, dash it all. I won't be sailing today. I drinks me beer to wash away the terrible taste of the salty sea water. Hates it, I does. I'll not be sailing again for a while, now that I've got that accursed taste out of me system.
Ironic that a man named Salty should hate the taste of seawater so, isn't it, Frumple?
That's inconvenient, if you ask me.
Well, goodbye then.
Fellow seems more than a little worse for wear, thanks to all that beer.
A rum jug.
Suspicious, you think? Maybe an important clue.
No, Frumple, I mean it's a jug full of rum. A barrel made of wooden planks. It's empty. Since the landlord is looking the other way, perhaps I might borrow this for a moment. I'll be sure to return it naturally.
Fellow's probably used to things being walk about in this place anyway.
This fireplace is as cool as the atmosphere in here. I say, barkeep, would you mind awfully if I took this empty barrel?
You'd be doing me a favour. That beer-soaked bulldog has emptied it anyway. Damned if I can figure out where you keep all this stuff, Winklebottom. Get your bleeding hooves off. Would you mind leaving that where it is, please, sir? I'll eat a dozen of those a day to these thieving bleeders.
This tar is hard as rock. We'll need to heat it to get any out.
Can't stand the filthy stuff. Looks like mud, but just you try wallowing in it. You need a chisel to get it off.
Can't even chip any out with this. We'll need something hot to melt the tar, I fear. A long piece of rope.
Looks a bit like my second cousin, odd fellow, always trying to offer people apples for some reason.
This seems unlikely to be effective. Now, let's see if we can't get this window open. It's no good. Stuck fast.
Give it another go. Probably just been painted over.
Well, if you say so. Just one more. Oh dear. Well, that didn't go entirely according to plan. How awfully embarrassing.
Still, got the job done, what?
One of the old English kings lost his head in the Great Frog War, if I remember my history.
Careless, if you ask me.